Okay, hope everyone's doing amazing. So this question is, Mike, where do you see the practice of law going in the future? Okay, well, this is the internet, so time for some prognostication, and I'm sure this will be documented somewhere. So let's say years from now, someone will either pull this up and I'll be either very right or very wrong, but at least it will be documented in internet history. So where do I see the practice of law going in the future? Well, and to answer this, just for context, I'm basing this off of seeing firms all across the nation. You're seeing what the most successful ones are doing, both in times of crisis, COVID, and even outside of that. And you see where the trends are going. Plus, you consider other industries, even outside of the legal industry, and consumer behavior. So, I think first and foremost, there's going to, and there's already a big shift towards the importance of utilizing technology to improve the client experience, meaning to remove friction points. So, we see, numerous on-demand services. You see Uber, you see DoorDash, Postmates, and so on that make it easy for customers and clients to do business with you. And it's creating that same expectation as the Amazons of the world, when consumers now work with law firms. And what that means is that they want an easy, on-demand way to reach out and do business with a law firm. Sometimes they don't want to get on the phone. Sometimes they don't want to, let's say, come into an office or sign physical documents. So the importance of e-sign, the importance of being able to reach somebody right away, whether it's through live chat or whatever kind of medium. But there's very little patience, I think, on the consumer side for responsiveness, for communication, and in doing business. I think the law firms that are more frictionless, that make it easier to do business with them, will be more successful. That's number one. The other one is going to be the importance of building a very, very strong brand. So as the legal industry has gotten more competitive due to more law firms entering the marketplace, and consumers have more options than ever, it's going to be more and more important to differentiate yourself, not as a commodity, as a business that provides legal services, but why they should hire your firm, and your firm specifically. And I believe that for law firms across the nation, this will soon become the only way that they will be able to be competitive unless they have a brand, meaning that that your clients and people in your community are able to clearly distinguish what sets your firm apart, why they should do business with you and not your competition, and they're not just coming to you from the standpoint that they need to hire a lawyer and they happen to find you. It's going to be much more intentional, and it's going to be much more important to differentiate. The next prediction that we're already seeing is the importance of law firm culture. So in terms of attracting the best talent, retaining the best talent, the most aligned, the most successful teams are going to be the most successful. And it's also going to come down to the culture at a law firm is even going to dictate from a branding and marketing standpoint the types of firms that consumers want to do business with. So that's extremely important. Your ability to hire and retain the best talent is going to be a huge competitive edge. And let's see what else. Outside of those major things, there's going to, the other factor I would say, I know everyone wants to say, okay, remote work and all this stuff. This is one where I go the other way. I think that, in a COVID state, yes, you're going to see more remote work and so on, but I actually see more flexibility towards the idea of remote work. And I believe that physical offices are still going to be extremely important because people want human interaction. Just because you're seeing something that's taking place right now during a pandemic does not mean that people don't want to foster human connections, don't want collaboration, doesn't understate the importance of providing an amazing client experience, even if that experience is in person. So I'd still look at it from the standpoint that the firms who care most about their clients are willing to invest in the best client experiences. Okay, so to maintain those clients, to make sure that there's, that they build advocacy in the experience that those clients have with them. So I would actually even say that the importance of investing in your law firm and not just in the physical space and your team and so on and your marketing is going to become more and more important than ever. And then finally, the final prediction is law firms, solos, small firms, any size firm, the importance of understanding the business of law, of leaders of law firms being excellent business owners is going to be extremely important. No longer will you be able to be simply a great lawyer without having a great operational structure, great intake, a great leadership team, tracking data, tracking metrics, all those different things. You will be at a tremendous disadvantage if you're not on top of these things and that you're not also educating yourself and developing yourself into a great leader to run a great organization. Because it's unless you are entrepreneurial, unless you're looking at this from the standpoint of running your firm like a business, which I think sometimes gets a negative connotation, but quite quite candidly, I think providing a great client experience is an excellent business decision. So if for no other reason, right? But that's going to become more and more important. So if you're not paying attention to these things now, and you're not already putting these areas in place in your firm, from embracing technology to the importance of culture to the importance of developing yourself as a leader, and also, I mean, just in general, just investing in your business and your people overall. If you're not doing those things, I do believe you'll be at a tremendous, tremendous disadvantage, but it's never too late to get started.